Hello everyone, my name is Crimson and I welcome you back to some more of these Crimson slightly talks about / play games. And in this game, and this time we're playing a game that legitimately I haven't played in years. This is Mighty Gunvolt, a sort of 8-bit spin-off to the Azure Striker Gunvolt series, originally released for the Nintendo 3DS. Now, I'm playing the Steam version, as you can tell, because my original 3DS that I had oh so long ago had finally just bit the dust, and I really haven't had all the time to actually buy another one and get a capture card for that one. So, rather than just space my time and just get all that stuff back, I decided to just get the Steam version, which I suppose is sort of a consolation for losing my 3DS in years, and almost a good old maybe 9 or so years of memories on that thing. But that's neither here or there. Now, the good thing about the Steam version is that you're about to see what is that originally originally on the 3DS version you had to buy DLC to get the extra pack, to get some extra levels, and this character, Beck, most infamously known from his Mighty Number 9 debut from the infamous Keiji Inafune, one of the key creators in the creation of Mega Man back in the 1980s. And the other character is Ikaro, or Ikro, or something. I don't know how to say her name, but I guess she's part of the other series that Indie creates, the people who made this game and the Azure Striker Gunvolt series made, and she was part of the Gallant Gun series. I never really played those games, and if I ever have, and I might not ever, but that's not here or there. Now let's just start with the first character, Gunvolt. The other time, the other place. Experiments on humans started by mass media group Sume Ready to audition for the next mule idol. Their magic hand even reached female schools. Female students vanish and no new couples form. Love was in danger. What? Okay, first off, why is love in danger, and why on earth have these people not been sued, or at least been investigated for their kidnapping of female students? And this mass media group kind of reminds me of a certain other company that has a big mouse ears. But anyway, Gunvolt. It's the name who we call the only one to fight them. It's no accident he was involved in the troubles. Together with Angel Ekiro and Robot Beck, he fights to free successfully occupied major city facilities. And that's basically the story. Now, it sort of harken back to NES era. So anyway, you see, this is what I mean. In the DLC, due to the fact that Indie creates own Keiji Inafune's company Concept, you literally get to play as Beck and get to play 3 other levels: the factory, the biolab, the highway, and the gym. The factory and highway are from Mighty Number 9, with the accompanying bosses from said game. I'm probably not going to do the DLC bosses, maybe in an extra video, but not now. First off, let's start with the main game, starting with the train level. So just gotta take my time. Okay, so as you can see, this game basically this is how you play with Gunvolt. You move around, you jump, press A to double jump, and you can just move up to ladders, and basically press X then press X to shoot, and hold X to do this sort of electric beam sort of thing that just give you some sort of range, but not all that much range. And the only thing about it is that it's very long range. but it can help you in certain situations, as we can see as we get through this game. Now, funny enough, now here's the thing. I originally was going to plan on playing this game a lot earlier, during December, on my birthday no less. But due to the fact that my computer due to the fact that my microphone, my older microphone, kinda went to crap. The audio was super sucky, and that's why I didn't upload in a while. Like, I had a lot of other things to do, like some other scripts that I originally was planning on getting out, but due to the fact that school was kind of back in, and I kind of wasted my time trying to at least get all the stuff that I wanted for this entire thing. I decided to just put all the episodes that I had in plan into sort of like a shelf for now. Though rest assured, I did get some of them. Finished. The only thing I need to do is just get the footage and just edit them through. Now, right now, I am actually doing a lot better than I would normally do, and that's probably because I'm just going off of memories or something. Now, the one thing that sucks about this game is the fact that, yeah, it is very score-based, and you get a lot of candy to raise up your multiplier, and the more you kill enemies, the more your score goes up. Now, the one thing that didn't make sense was why on earth did they have a lot of food items, but they never really fill up your energy. I mean, the hearts do that, but they sometimes don't come up all that frequently. But anyway, here we are, the first boss of the train level. Now, funny enough, here's the funny thing. If I remember correctly, this game actually does what the entire Mega Man Game Boy series did. What do I mean by that? I died. Well, what I mean by that is that what the Mega Man Game Boy games did was that they take bosses from one Mega Man game and make you fight those guys, and then take some Robot Masters from the other games, like any game, like say for instance, you fight 4 bosses from Mega Man 1, and then you fight 4 bosses from Mega Man 2. Same deal applies with the other games, and repeat cycle until Mega Man Extreme 1 and 2, where they basically did the same thing. So if my theory is correct, then we're gonna be fighting bosses from Gunvolt 1, and then bosses from Gunvolt 2. That is if I don't die and suck at just playing the game. So here we are. Now, this boss is sort of funny because he's pretty durable. In fact, if I think he was a Mega Man boss, if you were to fight him as a Mega Man boss or something, he would probably be one of the more simpler to beat but hard to master type of things. Oh, shit, just jumped there. But yeah, it's pretty doable. This boss is actually one of the bosses that you choose from the first Gunvolt game. From Azure Cycle Gunvolt 2. I mean 1. But anyway, yeah. I would say that this game is akin to classic Mega Man, while the Azure Striker Gunvolt series is akin to Mega Man X and Zero. And ZX and the like. Come on. Yeah, the whole thing about the series is that it's in the name of the game. Gunvolt. Literally, the character shoots electricity from him. Which is actually pretty terrifying when you think of the implications to what he does to his enemies. Even the human characters. But anyway. And there we go. That is boss number 1 down. And I should be able to finish this entire game within a few days. And here we are, second level, so second stage. This is the school area. I think this is the school from Yell and Gun. I don't know because I haven't played the series, but I'm just going off of that because of the fact that it's an NC Create game. Well, at least a pre like Blaster Master Zero NC Create game, and Bloodstained Curse of the Moon type of game, because I haven't really played all that much NC Creates other than the Gunvolt series and technically Mighty Number 9. Technically, but even then I haven't really beat those two games because I haven't played any type of Mega Man style games in a long time. Despite the fact that Mega Man X and like some of the X games were some of my favorite games growing up as a kid, and being exposed to it through the early days of YouTube, like sort of Eoraptors, some other Comet J64, and many other content creators before I even got on this whole YouTube train. And right now, wow, I'm actually doing pretty semi-well, actually, because normally in my playthroughs I will normally get hit a lot, and you're probably gonna see me get hit a lot more now that I said that. But yeah, the entire game is basically your typical run and gun shooter. I mean, the only thing I didn't like is the fact that literally all of the candy literally serve nothing but to boost your score. And literally they don't really do much other than that. And even then sometimes your score just go down after a while if you don't get a quick kill or something. I think the sequel actually does something with the candy system. And the one other thing that I didn't really like about the game is that they allow you to pick multiple characters, and they do have different movesets. The only thing that I really wish that they actually did with this game was actually experiment with those characters and actually make the stage that you pick any what I'm saying is that I really wish that they did sort of how sort of Sonic Adventure did. The stage are sort of different for each character, and they're catered to their own moveset. But anyway, here we are to the second boss, and it's this weird plant thing. I don't know. I mean, the thing about this boss is that sometimes these things will come up and get this girl to actually scream as projectile weapons, and if you were fast enough, you can at least shoot them. And then there's these things that come out, and you can shoot them in, just so you can make it open its mouth, and just so you can score pot shots at it. I am really bad at explaining things. But anyway, and that is this entire stage. I'm actually kind of surprised how fast I'm actually blasting through these two stages. And now we have the third stage, the lab. This is probably going to be an early part. So here you are, the lab. I think this is another Azure Striker Gunvolt game. Well, level stage. I think this was part of the first game if I remember correctly. Like I said, I never really got that far into both the first game and the sequel. I think I remember I sort of powered through the sequel. I think I remember I sort of powered through the sequel in some kind of way. I don't know how I did it, but I just powered through my way through it. But the only thing about it is that one of the bosses, I think it was the semi-final boss, required me to like speak into the microphone, and I legit have one of the most terrible singing voices ever, and that required me to sing this song, the song that I legit cannot tell you. I cannot tell you the thing. I can't remember, but I tried to cheat my way through it by at least trying to find the lyrics to it on YouTube, what I'm saying was that the semi-final boss that I remember, which is quite possibly the final boss for this game, I can't remember. I had to like at least try to power my way through it, but due to the fact that that boss required me to literally sing into the microphone to sing the song, and I was so bad at it, I never beat the second game as a result of that. And I probably never will due to the fact that my 3DS is broken. So, there's that. And anyway, another news, yeah, most of everything that I have planned is all in their current status. Like, I showed some of the ideas some of the video ideas that I originally was planning. If I remember correctly, they were like early 2019, 2020 video ideas that I had in the back burner, but due to the whole craziness of what 2020 was and a lot of like inexperience on my part during 2019, I legitimately could not even go through the entire script. Well, cannot even like make the entire script, and a lot of other stuff that happened with my computer kind of got in the way of that. But anyway, here's the third boss. I think this boss was part of these. I think this boss was the I think this boss was an Astro Striker Gunvolt 2 boss, maybe? I can't remember. Maybe he was another one of the first game's boss, but I can't remember. But anyway, his whole gimmick is that he have these eggs that he'll occasionally throw out, and sometimes he'll just become freaking Pac-Man and will try and chomp you down, and then he will jump around, and you can at least get some scores off him and just like kill his eggs and sometimes he can just go in different directions and it can sometimes mess you up. Just remember when he does that. When he does that, just remember to just always time your jump. And wow, I'm actually kind of doing this. Yeah, and here comes the part where I would normally fail at. Yeah, sometimes he'll shoot these bombs, and then you have to at least try to avoid getting chomped at by those two Pac-Man clones. But anyway, that was the third boss. And we're gonna be through in a few minutes. And here comes the tower. Now, if my theory is correct, this has got to be a Gunvolt 1 boss, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I think this one has a gimmick where yeah, this is the gimmick, where basically there's gonna be some of these things, and when you land on them, they'll carry you up to the direction it's facing. And this is literally, and you got to at least be careful on how you're positioned, because sometimes you can get your own death by this. So do be careful with this. Oh, and sometimes they can help you just skip areas. Like, it is helpful that you can at least skip parts of it. And as you can see, this actually helped me. Right, I forgot. Yeah, there's a few things unlike classic Mega Man, or Mega Man in general, where it doesn't really do much. Like, unlike classic Mega Man, you can actually not die from instant spike, which is actually to be honest, is pretty much a good idea. It's pretty much a lot better than actually just one-hit death, because that will normally just end up ending my runs. Like, I would get so many game over from the original Mega Man just because of the instant death thing. And that goes for the same of Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, and some other games that I may get to. But yeah. In terms of everything that's been happening, all video plans that I had, I'm currently just like working on each one that I'm doing. Though not all of them will be out like currently. Like, I think I may have to some of the ideas that I had for videos are pretty much shelved as of now, until I can at least get the amount of until I get the right equipment for that one. And here we are, the second to last boss of the main game. Now this one, I think this is the Gunvolt 1 dream boss. But anyway, when he does that, you have to at least time your jumps or just avoid the laser beams when he does that. And I don't think he actually just set them in. Oh yeah, here's the thing. He just set them in different spots. So or maybe not. I am literally losing brain cells while I'm just doing this, but yeah. And then his other attack is literally doing the drill thing. His things will come off and they will become drills. And the only way you can easily avoid getting damage is at least shooting them as fast as you can, just to get rid of some of them that may hurt you. Well, will hurt you if you don't be careful. Now his other attack is just this. But here's the thing. You can avoid this by just But yeah, here's the thing. You can at least earn free pot shots when he tries to plant his drills around. And yeah, normally whenever I play this game, I will normally just cheese it. So yeah, one more and boom, he's dead. And I'm actually kind of ahead of schedule. And here we are, this is the last level for the main game, the Mirror World. And right before then, you'll get to see this. Hold on. As soon as it finishes loading. Yeah, this is Coppin. He's part of the main game. He's part of the story of Stagger Strike 2. Now, this is the actual boss. This one is the boss that I never beat in the second game because of that whole song thing I told you about. And basically, if the entire level hadn't gotten away, literally it's a mirror boss. Now, if I remember correctly, the second game, basically every time this character go through the mirror, its gender changed from a guy to a girl, but I think this is mainly one gender and she just changes forms on what type of mirror that she uses. almost there. Okay. I'm trying my best to not say anything while just trying to concentrate because it is really hard to actually like get her down to a good working flow every time I do this. Okay, almost there, almost there. And boom! Ah. And that's the main game of Mighty Gunvolt. Now, there is a sequel called Mighty Gunvolt Versed. In order to invent a Muse edition, Coppin infiltrated Samurai Group to rescue Muse, but his plans were shadowed by Zonda. Easily defeated by him, Zonda would use her to fill the world with ultimate love, but Zonda was a failure. What was the true planning of Zonda with his death? No one may ever know. But the first place, it is unknown if everything really existed in that world was real. So perhaps all Zonda has shown may have been illusion. But yeah, that was the entirety of Mighty Gunvolt Verse for various platforms. And what I would say is that it's a pretty good, like, it's a pretty decent 2D platformer in the style of Mega Man. At least it was better than at least it's better than Mighty Number 9 by a long shot. I can at least say that. However, we're probably not going to be done with this. However, we're not done with this game. As you remember, there are multiple characters: the Angel, Ikaro, and Mighty Number 9, aka Beck, and the DLC levels. So next time, probably when we meet back, I'll just go over to the last two characters and the DLC levels as best I can. I won't guarantee that I'm gonna beat all of them, but at least I will show a decent amount of what the bosses look like in this game. So until next time, this is Crimson, and I'll see you guys in the next video.